Hey everybody, welcome to the 270th episode of the Angry Cuddles podcast. My name is Aiden Pierce. Joining me today is Dr. Jonathan Bernardez of the Umbrella Corporation.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Wilson Fisk from Hell's Kitchen.
I can't believe you're going with the voice.
And Broloff.
Chug chug, bros.
Hack the Planet.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, you were Steven the whole
just
time.
me the whole time. It was just me the whole time, guys. How's it going?
I'm still Wilson Fisk.
It's actually quite warm in here, so I might shift some of this. Excuse me while I undress.
You're dressed for
a little
winter.
Bit. I am very much dressed for winter. Do we need to bring in Cal? Would you shift that camera over a little bit? Give yourself a little bit more camera space.
And
Just pivot just a little bit to put me at the edge.
for once,
Yeah.
I'm the one who's actually
There
in
you
focus.
go. There you go.
You get to be the
That
fuzzy
That
one.
looks-
that looks
Fantastic.
better. That looks much better.
Welcome again to our podcast, guys, this evening. Today we're going to be talking about costumes, and we're dressed up. We're going to be talking about alt skins and uniforms and stuff in gaming. But first, I want to go to some really cool shit that us and our viewers dressed up as for Halloween.
Oh, it's
So, we're going to get first.
I
This
gotta see
is
this.
Alex from Facebook, dressed as Cecil from Welcome to Night Vale. And this may be my favorite one, starting off.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Welcome to Night Vale is?
No.
I don't
Holy
either.
shit. Welcome to Night Vale is a podcast. It's a narrative. It's done like a radio show, and they play music and stuff, and it's about all the weird things that happen in this town, but it ends up having a narrative. Like, by the way, if you see the men with cloaks, don't approach them. They're, just weird, creepy stuff, but it's very funny. It's got a very good dry delivery to it.
All right.
Coming up next, we have Brittany from Facebook, who has the really cool... blow it up. I believe on the left is like a Stitch doll or maybe a Dia de los Muertos sort of style makeup.
I would go for a Calavera.
On the right,
Yeah.
a jellyfish? Is that a
some-
jellyfish?
Something. I
I mean, it
would
makes
say.
you
Yes.
think. It makes
Well,
you think.
It makes you
I mean,
think.
look at
Yeah.
it. It's an umbrella, and it's got all the jellyfish tentacles. All you have to do is just open and close the umbrella, and you have yourself jellyfish motion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
So, yeah, I
that's
think
fair.
it's
It's jellyfish.
That definitely
Good
looks
job.
Portuguese man of war-ish.
Good
Yeah.
job, Brittany.
That's fairly clever.
So my mom was actually in this collection of photos, but then she took it down off of the Facebook page because I think cause she's a teacher and she didn't want her public post to show up in public. So just
makes total sense.
That is an
I'm just
unfortunate thing
a
to
quick
have
a quick note that my mom was in this and is not anymore, but I wanted to give like an honorary.
Miss Peregrine?
So Game Guy, he went this year as crippling depression hidden behind humor.
Wow.
Otherwise known as Game Guy.
That's
That's
a
spot
board
on.
game guy.
Spot on.
You nailed it, buddy. Jamie from Facebook, her daughter was Papyrus from Undertale. Fucking excellent. A
pretty good.
fantastic
Did
She talks like
fucking job.
Skeletor the whole time.
There's no voicing in Undertale, is there?
There is when I play the fucker.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You
when
you voice
Every
Every
everything.
time I'm
that you do.
Papyrus. God damn it, Ross.
This is Lauren, our artist. She was Batgirl, so she literally had a bat, and then also had bat insignia.
And she's a girl, so
Stuff
it
on-
checks
She's
out.
a girl.
She's a girl, so
She's
it
kinda
all
Barbara
adds
Gordon.
up.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Yes, she is a
It-
girl.
it checks out, yeah.
Okay.
This is the submission from Red 6 to Golden Corral. This is Robotical Nick. Do you see what
it's
he is?
Nix. It's Nix with Flicks.
It's Nix with Flicks. This is the Chicks with Flicks podcast mascot.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Nix with Flicks. That's good.
That's pretty clever.
Holy shit.
Delightful.
You're welcome to use that Red 6 and CWF if you want. Is that... No. Sarah was a vampire. Sarah from Facebook. And also related to you.
Yes, yes.
all of this family, man.
All family.
Angry Cuddles is becoming incestuous. This is
And
weird.
Space Kitten 3000 on Twitter was Amaratsu from The Wicked and the Divine.
Oh,
There's also
Wow.
a fabulous costume.
that looks good.
Excellently done.
I don't know the game either.
it's not a game. It's a comic book.
Well, then you definitely don't know.
I
it.
don't-
Yeah.
then I don't know what it is.
Oh, show.
The secret is to not admit it and just nod your head like this.
I don't
But you
like
guys had
secrets.
some real... What did you guys do for Halloween?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Really?
Halloween.
Do you get trick-or-treaters at your place, Chuck?
I went out on Monday, but I was also like depressed. So
it's kind of
yeah,
scary part of the neighborhood.
You went out, but you were depressed.
a lot of
Is-
bad
is
shit.
something you
happened
wanna
over
talk
the
about?
weekend. No.
Are you sure?
I'll discuss with you afterwards. It's really
Okay.
dark and fucked up. So.
Okay.
Oh, perfect for
Well,
Halloween.
let me perk things up. One of the reasons why Halloween celebrations have always been kind of elusive for me is because October 31st is also my mother's birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, happy late birthday, Mrs. Byronic Commando.
So yeah, every time somebody plans something like, yeah, we're gonna have a Halloween party. It's gonna be on Halloween night. I'm like, cool. That's my mom's birthday. Y'all have fun without me. So yeah, that's kind of how that went. Or you're melting.
I'm good.
Aren't you?
Do you guys have
I'm doing the same.
Yeah, I'm feeling warm. Do you have so you don't ever do Halloween stuff like at home? You're always doing stuff with your parents?
Unless, I mean, yeah, pretty much. Like I'm hanging out with mom for Halloween, or at least for Halloween weekend. So that's what I do.
See,
Sometimes I get lucky and people are planning things at different times.
Yeah.
So I get to hang out with my mom for most of the day and then pack up and head back out here and do some Halloweeny festivities.
Yeah.
But aside from that, yeah, mom takes precedence.
See,
Can we just
to
call-
me, Halloween is just my gateway drug to Christmas. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
it's the kickoff of
It's all the
Christmas
candy.
kickoff for me too.
I was just
all
wondering if we
candy.
can refer to the weekend as just the Hollow Weekend,
Halloween weekend? Oh, I like that. Halloween weekend.
so we can get Hollow weird.
You love combining words. Shark said
do.
I actually ended up being a dryad for a hangman's tree, which was sort of the last boss we fought prior to Halloween in D&D 5e. And Ulfric says that Shark was fucking hot.
Well, I really like how she does look like a dryad in this picture. I wish you had this one on here.
Yeah,
But because dryads are affected by the trees in which they live, and this tree has collected the souls of the condemned, like she just imagine a goth tree. Pretty
Oh,
much.
cool. Oh, that's awesome.
That's what that is.
That's intense.
So what have you guys been playing lately?
You know what I've been playing. You gotta know what I've been playing.
It's like it's the only fucking game that exists.
I don't
Never
Right
mind
now,
the fact that we're in like
it
the
is.
7th console generation now.
So we've had like we do this is what we call the arc drama update, I guess.
Have y'all been playing and not letting me know when you're playing?
Oh, we're in and out of the game all of the time.
give you a
Well, yeah,
hint.
just text
If
me.
you see Just Gravy,
I'd be
Baby
texting you
sign in,
like 3 or 4 times during the day, like because I jump on for like 30 minutes, then off and in and
well,
out.
you can just text me. I don't care.
If
Okay,
you
okay.
if you see Jables ever sign in, you can assume he's going to be playing.
I'm only on my Xbox though. If
Also,
Will's Xbox.
I think,
Will's Xbox.
I think that Cameron
Correction.
and I aren't actually. Calvin. I'm calling you by your name. Calvin and I aren't Xbox buddies yet, and we should be.
Yeah, we should be.
It would
Yeah.
It would
Fix
make
that.
things. I mean,
But
it's been arc.
yeah,
It's been
but
arc.
we've been playing it actually. So I'll make sure that next time we get on. Usually you're working.
But if you get on late
When
night,
we're on.
whenever.
Yeah, that's true. But so the last thing that I think we may have told you guys about was our mountainside cabin got bombed, destroyed, to blew. So
I heard about that.
we all lost our minds and went in 3 different directions. Jonathan,
I went north to the redwood forest where I became one with the trees.
I lost my shit and went to the beach, and Sam took to the high seas in a self-made 3-story wooden cube.
Yeah, it looks like the Borg ship.
That's
It
awesome.
looks he looks
Made
like the
completely
Borg
of wood.
of arc.
Next,
and-
you need to have like gun emplacements.
He
on
took
it.
to the high seas. I made the beach house. Jonathan went north and then came back and started to sort of sanctify the ruins.
Yes, I cleaned things up.
I started to feel safe at the beach house. It got raided, and
Then
we've
you
been
felt
raided and stuff
unsafe
before,
again.
but that really fucking pissed me off. Sam on the high seas. People keep repeatedly breaking into his boat.
One time he logged in and found half of a boat.
Yeah,
Literally half of it was gone.
and so we've actually been rebuilding the mountain forge, and I'm jinxing it, but it has held for the last week and a half or maybe 2 weeks.
Well,
you better
I-
knock on that table right there.
My thoughts are
Louder,
that
we wanna hear it.
the trolling.
There you go.
The tribe that has been trolling us has kind of had their fill of trolling and probably moved on to other things.
They probably have, and that's a shame because Sam is about to bomb the ever-loving shit out of them.
No, that's the new tribe. That's the new tribe that's been raiding us recently for possibly strategic reasons.
Yeah.
The previous tribe that carpet bombed us was because they had unlimited C4 and dodos and no imagination.
Yeah. Ulfric does say, by the way, can we talk about how perfect Chuck is as Wilson Fisk?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 It is dead on.
I remember the
decent
first time I wore this one was the Comic-Con, and a couple of people was like, "Holy shit, you're Wilson Fisk. You look really great."
You know,
I know this ruins the image. I
no.
get that.
I was gonna say you should. For me, what would complete it is the
Was the cufflinks?
The cufflinks.
I
You
haven't
can-
found a good pair yet.
Well, have you looked for the
need-
ones
I
like in
need
the show?
The cufflinks.
There's a website. I forget the name of the
need
website, but there's a website where you can literally like type in a television show, season, episode, and it'll tell you exactly
what they're
where
wearing.
to
Yeah.
find all the merchandise.
Yeah, you
that
can,
they
you can
have.
make that happen, Chuck.
Yeah, but that would require me to actually spend money on the costume, and that's the beauty about this thing is I didn't spend a dime on it.
But
This is all shit
well-
I had in my wardrobe already.
What have you been playing, Cal?
I have been trying to grind out the last couple weeks of League of Legends because the season ends tonight at midnight.
So where are you sitting right now? You plat?
I'm in Plat 5. I was in Plat 4. I should have just not played today. I should have just not played today and ended in Plat 4, but I have a couple hours left, so when I get out of here, I'm going to speed home and try and get back into Plat 4.
Whoop some ass.
You mean
Yes.
Plat 5? You
And-
want to go back up to Plat 5?
No, Plat 5 is, so the way tiers work in this, Jonathan, is that it's a ranking system, and the ranking system starts in bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, masters, challengers. Right?
And the numbers
But
are
in
go
between,
count down.
Right, in between each one, the lowest rank you can have will be bronze 5, and that will go 4, 3, 2,
Gotcha,
1,
gotcha,
and then you
gotcha.
rank up into silver 5, and you climb.
So you fell from 4 to 5, and if you had fallen again, you would be at gold 1.
I mean, it's very hard to fall out of a tier. You have to lose
Okay.
like probably 40 games in a row.
Oh, shit.
Or, like you have to go on like a horrible losing streak.
Got it.
And I've been
Have
on
you
some
ever?
of those. I have not fallen from plat to gold, but I've fallen from gold 1 to gold 5 like twice this season.
Ouch.
Shit.
Like twice. It was
That's quite the tumble.
It's horrible.
That's tough, man.
But it's been fun, and the whole season is actually changing. If you keep up to date with League of Legends, then you will know that the entire jungle is changing. New champions are getting entirely reworked to change the game, and I'm super stoked, and it starts in December 7th, I believe, is the new opening season.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's awesome.
That's exciting.
Oh, actually, Shark did manage to send us her costume. So there's Shark.
Goth tree.
Fantastic, Shark. Good fucking work. You look awesome.
Well done.
Goth tree.
Yep, well done.
Yeah,
Goth tree.
Perfect.
Goth tree. Nailed it. Absolutely.
Tree goth.
So I've been playing.
Sounds better.
What have I been playing? I finished Mirror's Edge Catalyst a couple weeks ago. We've been playing Ark, of course.
Of course.
I started Tales from the Borderlands, and as far as Telltale games go, it is. I've only played the first episode. It is by far my favorite one. I've only played one episode, and I love it more than any of them.
Did you play the Jurassic Park one?
No.
Well, it would still be your favorite because I watched a play of the
You
Jurassic
watched a
Park one,
playthrough of that one?
and it's utter garbage.
It is Tales from the Borderlands is so funny. Like, it has got so much personality. I love it. I highly recommend it. The first episode is free, like on anything, like on Xbox, on Google Play, on your phone. Download it and play it. The first episode is fucking hysterical.
Speaking of free,
Yeah.
I'm curious, what are the free months for Xbox? What are the free games for Xbox?
November.
Oh, yeah.
I
haven't checked yet.
I haven't looked. That's why
I'm supposed to have done an episode on it by now.
Hey, June. Welcome.
Well, hello.
The November games.
The Xbox 360 right now, I think, has one of the Monkey Island games.
Oh, yeah, Monkey Island Special Edition on 360. That's
Yeah.
right.
That's
Oh.
the kind of game that I'll
Can-
definitely buy.
The
and
Monkey
never play.
Any of the Monkey Island games are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're very, very smart and witty and fun. and
It's a point-and-click adventure game, and those haven't been my cup of tea, but for free, I'll probably...
anything's my
Give it
cup
a
of tea
spin.
for
Look,
free.
Point and click does kind of make its own weird, unique sort of sense in that it doesn't make sense outside of its own universe. But if you're afraid of point and clicking being super boring, the special edition workings have all like 3D graphics and amazing voice actors.
June just yelled, "Purple guy noticed me," which is your name. But yeah.
Yes.
Second up on 360 is Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Oh, I already have that one.
I have that one too.
I
But if you
that's-
haven't, it's fucking great.
I haven't played
Yeah.
it, but I do have it for my PC.
It's
Oh.
you need to play the shit out of that,
Far
dude.
Cry 3.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, Blood Dragon. It was a
It's just
it was a
ridiculous.
standalone expansion,
For Far Cry
and
3.
it's wonderful. It's like drenched in 1980s shtick.
Sci-fi.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
On Xbox One, we get a game called Super Dungeon Brothers First, which I'm gonna guess is sort of that Night Squad game, but maybe a little more sci-fi.
I think it's more Final Fight-ish. It might be kind of a Castle
is it more-
Crashers type thing. I don't know. I will play it tomorrow.
I was thinking it was either that or sort of Gauntlet-y.
Now
it might be Gauntlet.
I have a question.
Might be Gauntlet.
Since I'm new to this whole Xbox One thing, and when you
Hello, PC Master Race.
Yeah, that's right.
Stoop to our level.
Ulfric
so that
says
we
Blood
may
Dragon
humbly
was fucking
explain
brilliant.
This to you.
So if you are to get these games,
Yeah.
is there a way you can get it but not download it so you can
sure.
own it but not
Yeah,
download it? How do you do this?
So they started the games for gold before I even had an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Steven told me that all I have to do is go in and say,
Go to the
yes.
Xbox website, xbox.com, and download the licenses.
I could even do it from the 360.
okay.
Now, for you, you have an Xbox One in your possession right now.
Yes.
So you can get all 4 of these games. Every game that comes out on Games with Gold is backwards compatible.
So can
So
I
you-
just? But I could technically still just go to the website.
You can go to the website and just click on the Games with Gold section
It's
and then click
basically
download.
You're
and that's
booking,
it.
you're booking them, but not installing them on your system. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
good to know.
They are registering that they are yours.
Yep, for sure. But yeah,
you.
Tales from the Borderlands is fucking amazing. Like, I'm excited to play the rest of it. And it came at a time where I didn't have anything else to play because I've been wanting to play Titanfall 2. There are a couple games that came out this year that I want to play before the end of the year, like Deus Ex. There's a few coming out later this year, Final Fantasy 15. But I wanted to
I'm ready for that game. I'm sorry, my body's ready for that.
FF15.
That's 29th November. I'm
We
gonna
need to
buy
watch
it.
Kingsglaive still.
Uh,
It's sitting right there.
You want to do it after this?
Still wrapped.
Maybe.
We'll stay here and I will watch it.
But I was sort of
pass
in
on it,
a
gentlemen.
lull where I'd sort of caught up with all my main games, and so I was going through my sort of either backlog and sidelog, and man, Tales from the Borderlands came at exactly the right time. It's fucking
Okay,
great.
after watching Diablo 3 when we were doing the telethon.
You're right, June.
episode,
We haven't snapped in a while.
Yeah, no.
What's up, the snap game?
I know. I've been.
Snap up. I'm gonna snap something right fucking now. You guys, what were you gonna say, Chuck? I'm gonna snap you while you're talking.
I want to play Diablo 3. Like, I wish to own
Did you hear
Diablo
about
3.
the announcements for Diablo?
See, that's
At
the-
BlizzCon?
A new expansion coming out.
I haven't. All I know is I heard that there's Necromancers coming.
Necromancer's coming to D3,
And I also heard that you can
and-
play Diablo 1 in D3
and
graphics.
they're
Diablo 2.
remaking the first one. They're remaking Diablo
Wow.
in the D3 engine.
Now, are
Yeah.
they remaking the whole?
Ooh.
Are they remaking the whole game, or
Yes.
or do you have to
What?
buy? Do you have to buy it again? Is my
Don't
question.
know. Don't know if you have to buy it again.
Now-
Don't know if it is coming to consoles even. Like I don't know any of this.
Now my question is, if you have already both expansions for Diablo 3 already, do you get the Necromancers for free as well, or are you having to pay for another expansion to get the Necromancer?
Do they have a season
Good question.
pass?
Don't know. Good question. Fantastic. They haven't said. All great questions, fellas.
Come on.
Questions are bad and you should feel bad.
Now, I also know that they announced a new hero in Overwatch. Correct?
Yes.
Samba. You haven't played Overwatch. You might enjoy it. It's actually pretty fun.
It's Team Fortress 2, man.
It's
It's Team Fortress 2 made by people who really like World of Warcraft's character design.
I mean, it's not really.
I like
World
it.
of
I like the
Warcraft.
character of. I like the characters in Overwatch. I like its gameplay when I played a little bit when you brought it over. Like I liked the fact that the characters have roles.
They have roles. They have positions. They have strategy
And
factors.
but it's not like you have to execute it absolutely perfectly or your team's fucking dead. It's not like a Twitch shooter of Counter-Strike, like
No.
instant headshot kind of shit. If you're a sniper, you fucking snipe. If you're the shield guy, you're gonna sort of run in and
protect the team.
it requires cooperation, and that's
Yes.
what I want from any game I'm playing
Correct.
multiplayer is cooperation.
I think to bridge between Chuck and
Game guy.
Calvin here, it's a game that's perhaps unnecessary because there are games like it, but it in itself is really well made.
So
it
it's
is
not-
a good, solid.
It's not a game that I want, but it is a game that I deserve. Is
It's
that what
No.
no.
It's not going to appeal to everybody, but
I mean, it's
it's
fun,
well
but it's
made.
only, to
the
me.
fact that
crafted.
you just described a game that sounds like it forces people to play a role.
No,
you can choose any role you
Everybody-
want in between every game.
No, that's what I'm talking
Everybody
about.
can- no, there's
you can
no-
choose whatever character
Wrong.
you want to play as, but that character serves a specific purpose.
Wrong.
And if you play outside that purpose,
wrong.
Oh, okay.
Are you you're trumping
You're trumping
him.
this.
You are
totally trumped him.
You are just
By all
wrong.
means,
because
please,
you haven't played the
continue.
game.
This is a
You're
disgrace.
taking an analytical
Look,
idea of
You're-
something.
He's analyzing an idea of
Right,
something he
that's-
hasn't experienced.
right.
Yeah.
So you can play. There's like 6 people to a team. If 6 people want to play the same champion and win the game that way, they can do it that way. No specific role is assigned. You can do whatever you like.
I think what Chuck
you
is
just
saying.
officially talked me out of it.
Well, I think
because
what Chuck is-
I like the idea
But
of
you
having
can-
people do a
I
specific
think,
thing.
I think
what
what,
I'm
what you were getting at though is that in Halo, for example, you can go shoot guys with pistols, find the sniper rifle and snipe, and then go back to shotgun if you want.
Right.
Whereas in this game, if you choose to be
A certain
if
hero.
you choose to be a certain hero, that's the thing you do, and
Now-
that's the thing you should do until the end of the match. That was what you were getting at.
I like that concept.
Now-
you do like that concept.
Yes, I
Okay.
love it to death.
And what I'm also getting at is that you don't necessarily have to stick with that same champion. Every time you die, you can change to a different champion.
Even in the same match, you can
In the
switch
same
heroes.
match-
Okay,
That's also
That-
useful.
That's
we
what
go.
I'm
Okay.
trying to
Okay.
tell you is that you gotta.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to give you more
I get you.
information before
You're trying to wind your brain up. You're trying to spool the FTL drive so you can finally jump
And-
to the actual point you're trying to make.
and for what it's worth, Game Guy did say it's actually a lot different from TF2.
It's a lot different.
Is what he said. I do.
The
All I'm saying
title
is
is different.
I'm sick to fucking death of all the ads that I saw, and
You
Jesus.
feel worn out from a game you haven't even touched
Yes,
yet.
I mean, it was-
I understand that.
I mean, it felt like the election tomorrow. Like shit. Like I'm so sick and tired of this. I just don't
Get it over
leave
with.
it here.
Get it over with. So today we're talking about outfits in general, not just alt costumes, but outfits in general, like
That
cool
is-
costumes that characters wear.
That is one thing that I will give the Overwatch people.
Well, Blizzard in general.
World of Warcraft, they took it way out of proportion.
Okay, but you
And-
like the skins in Overwatch,
But
of which there
I-
are a lot.
I have
And that's-
seen all the characters, and they are very.
So something I appreciate is that two people can play the same hero and look pretty different.
Yep.
Like you'll be able to visually tell each other apart.
Yep.
That's good.
And that's something I like, which is, and I go back to this every so often. Thing that pisses me off about the fucking Division is that no matter what costume you're in, no matter what armor set or whatever you're wearing, you kind of always look like everyone else.
I think that's in part because of the kind of general atmosphere they place, and the fact that everyone's carrying backpacks and guns, which take up a third of
what
your
character's always wearing that
visuals.
Sam Fisher backpack.
That's one of the things I really like about games where they give you the ability to equip armor, especially equip different types of armor. Is I want to be able to see that, and I also want the ability to turn off the ability to see that if I so choose.
So let me ask you guys this: would you prefer a game that had like the stats on armor were so vastly different that there was clearly a best one in the game, or would you rather have maybe some slight stat differential but mostly cosmetic changes to the armors? Would you rather wear what you want to wear, or does it cheapen the armor system by having things to varying degree essentially equal?
I'm going to start off on this one if that's all right, gentlemen.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so to me, I'm going to say I want both, but I'm going to say also, depending on the type of game you're playing. If I'm playing an RPG, of course I'm going to want the better stats and the gear that's going to give me higher level and play better and survivability.
Because
And I
a
don't
lot of
care what
people
it
gave
look-
Mass Effect 2 shit because there were some like, oh, you get a little boost to punching, or you get a little extra ammo with this one. But for the most part, in Mass Effect 2, you weren't swapping out individual pieces of armor based
Right.
on stats. You were just choosing something that you liked to wear.
Right.
So you keep going.
Okay. I was
Because
gonna-
you say you want both,
I want-
and that sort of destroys the premise of
It
the
does.
question, doesn't it?
A little bit, yes.
He's trumping again.
I'm not. I'm saying it's a little bit because, but if I can get something with similar stats and it looks different,
Yeah.
then you could have variety. Or if you can even,
Oh, okay.
even if you went to like, there's a thing in Diablo where you can actually change that. It has the same stats, but you can also change the way it looks to fit a different armor set
So, yeah.
in Diablo 3.
So if you either had, let's say, let's list the level 25 armor. If you had a variant in the level 25 armor, so that between the 25 and the 50 armor, there's a fucking you do not want to wear the level 25 armor anymore, regardless of what it looks like. But if there's enough variance in those levels, then you feel better. Slash, if you can be like, oh, I got this set of dragon armor that looks like I'm wearing dragon bones, but it doesn't really offer much protection. If you can skin a higher level armor
And I'm gonna give
to
you,
do that,
and I'm gonna let you know that they currently do that in World of Warcraft. Now you know how they have all those.
yeah, they started doing that in Destiny also.
So if
where
you-
if you
if-
like
if
if
you
you
have a-
like a gun, you can sort of take the stats of another gun and just sort of funnel it into
Warframe has-
or maybe armor.
So I think that's a really cool concept that you can get a really awesome looking set of armor, and you're like, well, shit, that's level 15 set of armor, and now I have got to upgrade. But it's going to keep the style of that armor, and if you want to, you eventually spend gold, whatever, in-game gold, and upgrade and transfer.
So what about you? What do you prefer? Given the initial, I mean, we sort of found like the ultimate of what we'd like, but given the options, what of the two do you prefer?
I actually like Warframe's system, preferably. They have mods. You buy a Warframe, it's your suit. You can change the color of the suit, and then you can buy with real-life money dollars certain add-ons to the suit. But for the most part, your suit is going to look the way it does.
Game Guy says DC Universe Online is the same in terms of that stuff. But do you prefer cosmetics or stats? Like, will you wear a shitty-looking outfit for the stats, or do you stay with something that looks cooler?
Oh, God, I will go for things that look cooler. I will go for things that look cool. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If this is a character that I'm going to be looking at for an extended period of time, I want to make sure that I don't vomit in my mouth every time I get out of my character customization.
Right.
You know?
I am definitely an aesthetics man because I am all about being immersed into the game. I need my character to feel like they belong in the environment, and the environment suits the outfit. I hate when you get in a game and you're like, man, I got this really great armor. This is clearly the best armor. You log into a game and everyone's walking around with golden gauntlets that look ridiculous. I'm like, okay, so we're all just stupid, right?
So we are every last one of us
I would also
assholes.
think that we're all at high tier, so you could actually be complimenting each other by all having it, that you've all
You're
accomplished
right,
the same
but
goals.
Like walk by and just a little like
But-
cling.
But like when I've seen, I don't play, but I've seen World of Warcraft, and before early games, we were talking years ago, somebody's walking around like, man, my character's really buff. And I'm like, yeah, but you look like a clown just blew up in front of you, and you just adhered all the colors that were on him.
You look like your shoulders have two
I
more
cannot
heads
take you
than your
seriously
head
as
does.
a hero right now. You look so stupid.
So when I game, I prefer the games that the stats are more or less the same. You can wear whatever you want. Dark
Right.
Souls 3 does that, and is different from the other Dark Souls games where it's like, these are the best armors. You may not want to wear like the highest level armor because you want to be quicker rather than sturdier. But in Dark Souls 3, it's more or less what you want to look like. And I like that because when it's not that way, no matter what it looks like, if it's got higher stats, my brain makes me wear it. It's like, oh, this is a straw hat with board shorts, but they've got better stats than those greaves.
It's like playing all the old Final Fantasy games. Like all of a sudden you find the new sword. Well, shit, yeah, it looks like garbage, but yeah, I'm gonna fucking use it.
Yeah, well, especially in those Final
game.
Fantasy games, because min-maxing is sort of part inherent in the structure of especially the older Final Fantasy games.
Right.
It's like, oh, well, you can't beat that boss, you need to go get the sword. Or you need a little bit better sword.
But please remember that in the first Final Fantasy game, all of the weapons, the only thing that differentiated them were the colors.
Really?
They were all a little bit different.
You
because
had
yeah.
knives. All the
Yeah, for
knives
sure.
looked the same. They were just different colors.
But-
all the swords looked the same, different colors. All the
Yeah.
staves, all the rods, all the hammers.
They were
Now,
slight differences.
I have to jump in here and say, my opinion was very much in a multiplayer based system.
Yeah.
And that I generally play single player games because I prefer story over I prefer playing a game where
You prefer story over gameplay, and you prefer gameplay over challenge and stuff like that. Like, you're
Yeah.
not going to play a game.
I don't play
That's
I don't play Call of Duty because like all it is screaming and yelling and
Which, real quick, Advanced, I was watching that. You play that? I kind of want to play that now.
I kind of want it.
Future
Advanced.
Warfare or
Advanced
Call
Warfare.
of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
Is that the one that just
that
came
was
out?
cool. No. Infinite Warfare's
Infinite
just come
Warfare's
out, or about to
Advanced
come out.
Warfare is
Advanced Warfare is the one with Kevin Spacey. And
that's the one I'm playing now.
Oh, okay.
So, but like,
look
to
good.
me, one of the most aesthetically pleasing games, The Last of Us, because they took such mundane, crappy clothing and made it look really good.
It's
but
sort of
also,
iconic to the character.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
it goes with the
also
character,
it also
yes.
changed over time, like during the story.
Yeah.
And you got unlockables. If you did really well, you could unlock a different type of backpack. And it was like, oh, you could have a military backpack versus, the JanSport thing you get in 5th grade. And the thing is, it blended in really well. It looked cooler, but it didn't look like, unrealistic and therefore off-putting. Like, it
See,
made your
you-
character
Yes,
jump out
June,
of
that
the
was the
game.
game Chuck was playing
The
earlier
way
today.
you describe, you said that I wanted to I wanted my character to look like it fit in the world, like it belonged there.
Yes.
But then you said something else.
Like what? What did I say?
I can't remember what. All I remember is after he said I wanted it to make it fit in the world.
And the world looks like it was made for, like, I want...
Oh, you wanted your character to fit in the world, and you wanted the world to fit.
He
your
wants
character.
he wants it to blend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Will it blend?
I'm halfway with you on that.
As a quick asterisk, Shark says, I hate games that require you to pay IRL cash for customization changes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't much. I'm sort of with Cal on this one. Like, no, I'm not like, yeah, man, that's annoying. I don't want to have to pay real money. But at least the option's fucking there. Because again, if I could pay another $1 or $2 in the Division to look different than you motherfuckers, I would. If they released the Watch Dogs outfit in the Division, I'd $10, sure.
Like I've honestly,
I'm a whore, whatever.
I've put plenty of money into League of Legends for skin customizations.
Yeah,
plenty, and that's because I want to look different. I don't want to be the same fucker one. I want to, and they're really
But I like
good.
I like the costumes are unlocked based on skill. Like League of Legends, there are plenty of ones where if you play at the right time or play really well, you earn it.
Not costumes essentially, and I don't mean to interrupt you.
Or whatever the
You can unlock champions by playing the game over time, but with costume upgrades is normally real money.
Okay.
Yeah, you unlock other characters, but the skins are money.
Now you only get a certain skin if you get gold or higher, and they give you a skin.
Okay.
Ulfric says I'm a symptom of capitalism. Ulfric, that's true. I bought Game Fuel when Halo 3 came out because Master Chief was on the fucking thing. There it is up there above. Oh, you may not be able to see it, but there's a bottle at the top of the frame.
Just
above JV's head.
Thank you.
This is and I had it in cans too, but this is the Mountain Dew Game Fuel metal bottle with Master Chief on it, and I saw Master Chief and I was like, well, I'm buying whatever liquid's in that can.
That's kind of how I felt about the Mega Man game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was a Mega Man energy drink, and I had to have it. I still have the can.
Yeah, for sure. So Shark says never used money on League. But right before we get to some visual representation here, guys, and I'm going to pull the chat up here so we can see it while we're going through some pictures and stuff. What's the coolest look at, just real quick, if you can think of one, and everybody in the chat, you can pipe in as well. What's the coolest looking character in a game? Like, just coolest looking. So for me, and one of the ones that comes to mind is the one that I'm wearing now, and I fucking loved the way Aiden Pierce looked in Watch Dogs. Yeah, he didn't have a personality, and yeah, we deserve a better main character. But I loved his fucking jacket. I loved his fucking hat.
Okay.
I loved his fucking face mask thing.
I got mine.
I got mine dug
too.
it. So who's your favorite? The coolest? Like, oh man,
Calvin,
that guy looks fucking cool. Or that girl
mine
looks
was
fucking cool.
Cypher from Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah.
It was Squall's. His buddy that went evil. Yeah. He just looked like a badass. I'm like, well, fuck.
Was he the blonde guy?
He was the blonde guy
Yeah.
with the opposite scar when they were fighting with the
Yeah.
other Gunblade user.
The one that the two of them were making out at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
gotcha.
Who was working for the Queen?
Mine is literally any armor combination whatsoever from Halo Reach. The main character cannot look shitty in Halo Reach. You look badass.
You always look like a badass. in Halo.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I mean,
differ.
Yeah,
sure, you
just-
could go out of your way to look like a piece of shit, but generally speaking,
You would be surprised how many, this happens a lot in MMOs. You'd be surprised how many people enjoy going out of their way to make their characters look the most ridiculous asshats and dickheads possible.
I'm of course thinking of that World of Warcraft episode of South Park.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing about in Halo Reach, though, and I get what you're saying, and I kind of get what you're saying, but again, it sort of feels like the Division to me, where no matter what you're wearing, except
gonna
really
look the
for the
same.
helmet, you kind of all look the same. And that may be the point, but I don't like
The
it.
same with Watch Dogs, different colors, same damn outfit, and most of the colors look stupid.
Oh, all
Like,
of the other alternate skins and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, the different patterns and stuff, but he's essentially all wearing essentially the same thing. But that's a single player game. I mean, in a multiplayer game,
Everybody's
even if the
fine.
point is
Yeah.
sort of everybody looks the same.
I think
Well, I was
Steven's
re-
point was trying to make that. Is there any character that's made you like that dude looks awesome? Just
Okay.
one
Right,
single character.
But Reach is fair. Just the
Reach is-
Spartans
Reach is
in Reach,
fair.
you think?
Oh
like,
yeah,
look
no, the
fucking
Spartan armor, like all of the characters, all of the side
Cool. What
characters.
was your answer?
Cypher from Final
I was
Fantasy
saying-
VIII.
oh, Shark said she agreed with
Uh-huh.
you. Yeah. Did you come up with one?
Chuck.
I can't.
Perhaps
I can't.
it is this man
I mean, Master Smith looks
from Killer 7.
fucking amazing. Like the thing about them though is with every mission that you did, their costume, like their outfit, changed somewhat.
And we'll show some of these later. in the Arkham games,
I was just about to mention
Batman, because these typically take place over the course of one night, and he gets more and more fucked up, and that is
His
represented
costume
as
That's
fucked.
not what happens here,
Yeah.
though. Like, his suit here is white on a black shirt with the purple cape and the mask, the scorpion mask. He wears a different mask, a different color cape, and a different suit in the next mission. And it continues like that. As a matter of fact, part of the story is when he becomes the ultimate awesome wrestler assassin thing, when he fights the handsome man,
yeah.
his suit changes one more time into what he's supposed to look like.
okay.
And then like the coyote that they call him, the thief, the one that can jump really high.
Dan.
No, the other one, the other guy that
I've
used
never
the
played
revolver.
this
I
game.
can't remember his name is Coyote.
It was
Smith.
Coyote Smith. Yeah.
His shirt is usually like a floral Hawaiian shirt type thing.
Come in a
And
little
it just-
closer.
It changes the it changes the pattern on the floral shirt
Okay.
with every episode.
Yeah. Who's the one that slits her wrists and gets messages and blows up?
Coyote.
Coyote Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game's fucked up. That game is fucking amazing though. That game is a masterpiece, and we're gonna do
Go
a show
play
on
it.
masterpieces later. You should play Killer 7.
Shit,
However
we
you
can do an
do it.
episode on Killer 7.
However you can do it. What do we got here, Chuck?
That is Yoshimitsu. No, that's not
Mitsurugi.
That's Mitsurugi.
Mitsurugi.
from-
Keep getting it mixed up.
Wow.
Yoshimitsu is from
That's okay.
Tekken, and he's completely different character. I'm
He's
sorry.
also in Soul Calibur though.
Yes.
Soul Calibur 2.
He's in all of it.
And 3
Yeah,
and 4.
Like,
Oh, okay. I didn't remember him.
In the other ones?
too.
Yeah.
My bad.
I've always liked like the samurai design and like the fact that there's like this Ronin looking character. That's usually like the one uncovered arm thing is like
Oh.
a Ronin thing.
I love the way they did Auron in Final Fantasy X
Yeah.
with his arm sort of in a sling almost in his shirt.
That is
and
the
then,
typical Ronin design.
And then when he goes to fight, he like
he
pops
throws
it out. And, yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it's
good.
totally okay.
Auron was good.
You know, maximum effort, your ass.
Mike Caldwell, who does the Dark Souls stream and sometimes it used to be on the podcast with,
Yeah.
he did a pitch fucking perfect cosplay of Auron from
Yeah,
Final
I
Fantasy X
remember
that.
years
Really?
ago.
Yeah, it was pretty
I
good.
wanna
Dead
see
on.
this.
It looked fantastic. In regard to me saying that I would spend $10 on a Watch Dogs outfit, Ulfric goes, if toilet paper could somehow be reused after wiping my ass with it, I would do it. I'm that fucking cheap. If swimming across a river of streaming male cat piss could save me $10 a month, I'd do it with gusto.
That is the plight of the broke man.
Or even if you're not broke, just the extremely money conscious,
Yeah,
which is
I mean, it's a good thing.
fair. Yeah, no, they're good.
He does look like Yasuo Zen. Absolutely.
From
League.
There's a samurai in Overwatch, right?
It's-
Samurai character. There's a samurai in League. I'm guessing there would have to be because there's so many.
Kind of. Like it's hard to describe.
Okay.
it's a quintessential design, and I think Mitsurugi really
I would say that
nails it.
Yasuo is more of a samurai. Yeah.
And then here's a quintessential ninja.
He's like typically in games, ninjas don't use swords. Like usually the samurai use swords. Am I right? Am I wrong?
And that's Strider.
They all use
Am I just
swords.
making-
Yeah,
just-
that's Strider here.
I'm just completely wrong. I'm
They
being told
can-
I'm wrong.
they-
Oh, you're
all use swords, man.
Okay.
now.
It's just a difference of like.
Sorry.
I should have told you to put a photo of Mega Man X. On
Yeah, you should
Mega
have
Man
done
X,
that
yep.
before 6:00 p.m. Central
I didn't
Time.
I
think
got so much
about
time
it.
to prep.
I know.
But Mega Man X.
yeah, Mega Man's just the way his armor looks when he's fully upgraded.
Mhm.
Looks
That's-
just the white armor,
The golden armor.
the golden white armor. Yes, or Zero.
0. I'll give you 0.
Do you ever play Strider? Anybody?
I've got it on my PS4.
all of
the,
them.
The new
Wait,
one.
all
You've
of
got
them
the new one
except
on
the
PS4?
newest.
Yep.
All of them except the
You
newest.
haven't said-
Oh, you know which one I just... Okay, sorry.
Go
Brain
ahead.
fart.
I'll come to you in a second. But I keep thinking Striders because it was one of the launch titles on Xbox One. One of the like digital launch titles. I keep thinking it's going to be a game with gold, and it never is. But it's like years. Fucking make it free. I want to play fucking Strider. What were you going to say? You just thought of something?
Yo,
I just
Castle
thought of,
Crashers
I
has
wish
never
I
gone
had, I
free.
wish I had brought it up earlier when you were asking for them. Red Dead Redemption, fantastic alt costumes, purposeful, useful, all that sort of stuff. In my head, I just immediately was like,
Oh yeah. What did
Those
they
were
do?
all good too.
What were the alt costumes like in Red
well,
Dead?
you had the gambler where you could cheat in the
and you
poker
just you
games.
looked high
Oh,
and
yeah.
classy and stuff. Like every outfit looked good, and it looked like you belonged no matter
So
where
there
you
was-
were in the game.
Your favorite outfits in games are ones that also serve a specific purpose.
Yeah.
Add to it.
So-
they add to the game.
It adds to
So like
Yeah.
the masks in my Hotline Miami.
Very much like
oh
the
yeah.
masks in Hotline Miami.
That's a good point actually.
And I was really glad that they made them all look okay.
And different.
Yeah, they're very because they're all different animals.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
have you played Hotline Miami?
Can't say I have.
So it's a
Fix that.
It's basically top-down, one-hit kills, but in the game. So like you referenced this to give you an idea. Let's say there's a dog in the game.
Is it like that really pixelated kind of
Yes.
shoot 'em ups?
Uh,
I've seen it played.
I was gonna say if you're wearing a dog mask, the dogs don't bother you in the game. So it adds that perk for
Yeah.
specific masks, kind of like your
Or
Yeah.
talking
you
about
get
Red
the
Dead.
you get the horse mask, and you can actually kill people if they're standing behind the door and you open it.
Ulfric, I also had a
like
crush on
kicking
Ivy
them
from Soul Calibur. I had an Ivy statuette for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a crush. I was
But-
afraid of her. That lady's crazy.
All right, Chuck.
Kane Highwind. This is
From?
from Final Fantasy IV.
4.
When I was a kid, I just
Now,
loved
when
the
you were a
shit out of
kid,
this guy.
you only saw this amount of detail like in the
Was he a dragoon?
In the-
booklet, right? Like the instruction booklet.
not even in the instruction booklet. I'm like, I never saw the instruction booklet for this game.
Oh,
So, all the images I had were extrapolated from these
Like the
tiny little
16-bit
16-bit pixels
sprites, yeah.
and then thrown into the back recesses of my imagination. Like, fuck me,
So,
that guy looks cool.
normally the things that I think look cool on characters are simple, but there are a few times where the ornateness is really fucking cool looking, and Kane Highwind is definitely one of
So
them.
you
Yes.
should look at a lot of the character development from Final Fantasy Tactics as well, because
Tactics.
all of them just look amazing. Even the regular drawn ones, I think Final Fantasy Tactics art is amazing.
Mutiny Teddy says my favorite skin would be Chaltea. What game's it from? Mutiny?
My favorite skin would be Chai Tea.
Chai Tea?
June.
Oh, I also might have. My eyes are not good. We
No,
moved
I
the,
can't read it either.
And he's
Chai tea?
notoriously
Chai tea?
bad at reading
Tell us the
things.
game. And I am notoriously bad at reading words in general.
Mute
really
Tiny
throw me
Teddy.
off.
It's a mutiny. Oh wow.
June says, "I think I played too much League. Everything reminds me of League." Well, but
There's
that's-
like several hundred league champions.
yeah,
You're
but-
not going to see something that
there's-
doesn't remind
But
you
the
of something else.
beautiful thing about League is that it draws from a lot of inspiration. It takes inspiration from a lot of areas.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
about 130 champions, but also every champion has about 2 to 3 skins.
Thank you, Ulfric. My favorite skin is 4.
Oh,
Jesus.
wonderful, Ulfric.
That's gross.
So horny. So this is an example of something that I find really aesthetically pleasing in its simplicity. Is the elusive man from Mass Effect 2.
Yes.
And this was one of the ones you mentioned as well, Chuck.
Like, this dude exudes class.
And also terrifying.
Yes, I wish you could get a view of his eyes in this one. I
Yeah.
tried to find one where he's in his office because they make that office and his costume and just his character design in general really play to just how sneakily, eerily scary he
Which
is.
reminds me, Happy and 7 Day, everybody.
Happy in 7 Day.
Which also reminds me,
I don't know
Mass
what that
Effect 2
means.
and 3 are back compat now.
Fuck yeah! That means I actually. Oh man, I got to finish it now. Oh man,
I've never spent my time on any of those games.
Oh,
Ditto.
fix that.
You guys,
Both
you
of
would
you.
enjoy them.
Either that or,
No.
Skyrim
when
or
the first Mass Effect game came out, I got it immediately on GameFly. Like I was one of those guys who got the game as it came out first. Usually on GameFly,
Yeah.
you have to wait forever. And a bunch of my friends hadn't played it, and I played it, and for an hour in, I was like, "Man, this game is stupid. No one's gonna like this. This is going to be unsuccessful.
gonna be
Don't
a
worry, guys.
failure."
I got this."
4
And
games later,
I sent it back, and then everyone got super obsessed with it, and I was like, was I doing it wrong?"
You
Yes.
jumped you bailed too early.
no, it's just not your style game. Just
and
like
also
me.
the first one does, to be fair, takes a little bit to
Oh,
ramp
yeah.
in.
And
It's
for
2
me-
and 3
For
play
me, I have a
different.
problem with
Yeah.
if I shoot you in the head, you should be dead, not a number should
two
flash.
and
There's
3
there's
are a little
rule.
less RPG, and 2 and 3 are a little more shooter.
You can tell EA really had their hand deep
Which-
into Mass
which-
Effect.
And
Which-
it's the same thing I
I-
suffer with the Division,
Yeah.
I actually kind of freaked out when I heard that about the whole EA BioWare thing
Yeah.
about Mass Effect. I'm like, oh man, they're going to turn it into fucking Battlefield in space. And I was so wrong.
June in 7 Day is basically Mass Effect Appreciation
It's
Day.
November 7th.
Yeah,
in
November 7th. Remember this. So this is when the Game Guy mentioned. This is Donut Drake from Uncharted. And Game Guy,
That's
if
a
you're
great
there,
skin.
is this a mod? Is this
It's
is this
it's
an
like-
unlockable?
It's like DK mode in GoldenEye. You earn it.
and it's in a PV. You can use it for PvP.
You can?
Yes.
Yeah, so you have the same abilities and everything. You just
Does
are
it-
really fat, and it's
Does
kind
it
of-
change your hitboxes?
No, not
I
really.
think it
really.
should. Like if you're gonna run around as Big Man Drake,
Donut Drake.
it's still 11-7 where we are, June.
Yeah.
That's why.
We're farther into the
We're back
You're
in-
farther into the day
For sure.
than we
We're
are.
back in time.
But yeah, Donut Drake. Favorite skin. So here's all of the main assassins, at least the ones that I could find. Which assassin outfit do you like the most?
Drop the
the chat so you can
chat if
see
you would, please.
over in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Forgot about that.
It's covering up like 3 of them.
There you go.
I was okay with the China one.
I do like the Chinese assassin.
I like the China one a lot.
Mei Lin, I think.
I like Assassin's Creed Revelations. I like
Black
his,
Flag.
Ezio?
Yeah, the last Ezio.
The old man Ezio?
The old man Ezio.
I'm
and
gonna
he
have
had
to point at him because I haven't played
the
it.
Okay.
furs
Wait,
and
wait,
everything.
wait. You're about to.
Yeah.
You can also number from left to right, or like from center, you can go left to right from center.
I'm gonna say those 3.
Okay, so you like Ezio. Oh, and
Nah, he went
and
for
Unity was the
he
first one
went
they
for
pointed
Unity.
out. Assassin's Creed.
He went for
And
Unity and Rogue. Oh, Rogue.
Yeah.
The design for Rogue was the same designer for Spawn.
Okay.
Todd McFarlane.
Right.
Did,
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Did Rogue.
That makes sense. I like Altair's the best, and it's because it is the most simple. Like at least it's solid color. I really like that.
Wow,
And
that's kind of a spoiler for me. Third from the left. That's the guy from Black Flag, isn't it?
No, Black Flag is 2 to the right from the
middle.
He's got the red waistband and the
And the
flintlock
revolvers.
pistols.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
the-
it's that 1/3 from the left too, because that's
Oh, no,
your first
that-
mate.
That's not your first mate.
Oh yeah. That's the
That's the sequel.
the dude. No, it was a DLC pack.
Oh,
Where
I
you
never
play
played
as
the
the-
DLC for Black Flag, so
yeah, you,
I didn't
you
know
play
that he was
as
an assassin.
his first mate.
It's his first mate.
Yeah.
Holy
I
shit!
can't remember his name. I can't remember his fucking name. I'm sorry, guys. But let's see.
That's Connor.
Yeah.
I
Actually, I can forget. I think I can use the mouse for you guys. Actually, so Altair on the far left here is my favorite one, just because it's got the most. It's the most simple. But
I like it.
in Unity, when you go online, you sort of have these long single color robes, and I loved those as well. Those were my favorite. I didn't like by the time we get to even Ezio,
got a little overdone,
but in Connor,
it
like
makes
there's a
sense
lot of
because
shit
it's
going
Renaissance.
it's Renaissance Italy too.
It
but
makes,
that's what I liked
makes
about
perfect sense.
And the Victorian era here is very
very
Victorian.
Victorian.
I don't know if I like that one.
I
Don't.
like it. I think it's really good. Very different. Not one of the best costumes though.
Yeah.
I like the white one.
For the whitest whites.
It's white. Yeah,
Choose angry
all 4
colors.
white guys sitting here. And this is one that Shark mentioned. This one is from Unity. It's a skin.
The Man
an
in the Iron
unlockable
Mask.
Man in the Iron Mask. And
It doesn't make any sense. That should have been in Assassin's Creed Unity, not in was it in?
it was in Unity.
It was in
Okay,
Unity.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Wait,
in
it
Syndicate.
was in the game?
No, it's in Unity. Yeah, this is one you can unlock.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And the thing that I do like about the Assassin's Creed skins is that typically, like in each game, you can unlock all of the previous ones. Like almost,
Yeah.
like when you get to Unity, you can unlock like Black Flag 3, Ezio's, Altair's. And so that I finish the game and then okay, now I can go get Altair's and put Altair's back on and go run around and do some extra shit.
Okay.
I really enjoy that. Next up, Calvin. What am I looking at here? What the fuck am I looking at?
you're looking at a
Robot Unicorn Centaur.
You're looking at a Hecarim skin
Is
in
that-
League of Legends.
Is that a Guitar Hero button thing
It
down
is.
there?
Oh, that is a Guitar Hero
Holy
button.
shit!
It's like an arcade style Rainbow Dash style, skin
Robot Unicorn
on-
Attack?
This is a League
on,
skin.
on one of the champions called Hecarim.
Okay.
That's amazing.
It's pretty outlandish.
Is he a
and
centaur
awesome.
normally?
That's exactly how it looks normally, except
Oh, this is his normal.
no, that's not his normal skin.
okay,
but,
okay.
but I mean, he's
He
like
is
a
a
horseman
centaur.
A centaur, yeah.
He's a horseman.
Yes.
Was there a word for that?
Yeah,
centaur.
Horseman pig.
But it's his arcade skin, and it's just
Yeah.
fucking. All the sounds are changed differently.
Are they like 8-bit
Pixel-
sounds?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes!
fucking sweet.
Things, like his recall animation is Tim playing the guitar. Like like everything about this skin specifically is just an amazing skin.
And that's the thing that I like about League is that when you go in and when you've gotten through a lot of the heroes, you can find one that speaks to you. Almost anybody could find a hero that's like, oh, that's my shit.
right.
With
That
130
one's my
heroes,
shit.
yeah, you should.
And
be
you
able to
really
find
look
one.
forward to the PAXs and stuff because Riot Games
Yeah, right. Games.
will usually announce and give out skins and shit.
if they do it,
They
yes.
didn't do it last year.
But what they did do,
You were pissed
I
last
was
year.
pissed. But what they did do at PAX East this year was they had Riot was actually I think it was PAX East is that Riot was actually there and they gave out a Penny Arcade pin of Teemo.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was a rare pin that they're only giving out there, and I got it.
By the way, speaking of PAX South, guys, Chuck and I are going to be at PAX South
I'll be
next
there.
year. And Cal will be there as well.
I'll be there. Come on.
Yeah, so come. If
Where
you're at
are
PAX
you
South,
again?
Where's that going to be?
San Antonio.
I might
In
be
Jan-
there in that general area.
Again, sweet. Yeah.
What's the date on that?
Last
weekend in January.
Last weekend in January. Okay.
Yeah. Next up. Okay, so this is Batman Arkham Knight, and this is the 1989 Burton skin for it.
You have to move the chat. You have to move the
all I
chat.
can see is the chat.
And you guys, my crew can't see because
I see
of the
Mr.
chat.
Freeze though. Yeah.
Which I like Mr.
my
Freeze.
gosh.
And Mutiny says, "I will pack your South." Thanks, Mutiny. We'll
thanks.
see you there.
I'm like, okay.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah, it's accurate. It's cool.
I dig it.
I think it's dope.
This bitchin' looking.
I love that Batman.
Give me the 1991 animated series.
Real talk.
They have that.
As
They
we're-
have that.
As we're on Batman, I have a quick question just
Yeah.
to ask you as we're here. So, who is your Batman and who is your Bruce Wayne?
Who is your Batman and what does he do?
Yes.
Who is so bad, man?
Actor.
Yes.
Oh my
Is what
God.
you're asking?
Actor. Who is your Batman and who is your Bruce Wayne?
I forgot that these didn't have
Keaton
frames.
for Bruce Wayne, Bale for Batman.
I didn't realize these
kinda
didn't have
hate you
frames, and I
right
just
now.
poked myself
Bale?
in the eye trying to
Okay.
adjust them.
you poked through the.
I was like, oh, I need to adjust this.
You did the
Ow.
Ghostbusters. The dude, Hemsworth.
So you
You
like
Hemsworth from
so
Ghostbusters.
you like Bale as Batman?
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
No.
Anybody?
No. I take it back. Sorry, I was not thinking completely.
Okay.
I really liked Christian Bale's Batman, and he gave an interview that I really enjoyed. Let me pull us back up. Christian Bale gave an interview that I really enjoyed, which was that he had an idea of where he was taking the character during the trilogy, which was that he was, billionaire by day, and at night is when he unleashes, sort of that almost losing control kind of. He can be very raw, and when Ledger came onto the set for the second film, and he saw the way he was doing the Joker, he's like, "Well, I'm fucked. I can't do that anymore." And so I like that I don't like that he didn't get to do what he wanted to do with it, but I like the fact that Ledger was so powerful that he has I got to take a back seat to this guy. But to answer your question, I like Keaton as Bruce Wayne. I prefer Batfleck
Okay.
as the Batman.
Okay. And anybody else have
really
comments about this? Just to ask.
Kevin
I'm
Conroy for Batman, Affleck for Bruce Wayne.
Okay. Chuck.
Game Guy says he likes Batfleck and Christian Wayne.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, Christian Bale did a good, that good American Psycho Bruce Wayne
He
kind of
he
thing.
did,
We'll
and
get-
he was my contender
Yeah.
for Wayne, but I did like Bat.
Yeah.
Oh my Jesus.
Affleck Wayne.
Affleck.
I abstain.
Just because.
Conroy Batman was
why
Batman.
don't you want to play?
It's
Chuck.
It's just a question.
Nobody
What
does.
do you-
Nobody.
Adam West and Adam West?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You
Seriously? And nobody's going to be like, oh, you're a fucking retard.
No, man.
It's whatever you like.
Adam
But
West
also-
was a genuinely hilarious and funny and good Batman.
But
Yeah,
also,
that was back
we
when-
should be arguing about shit.
But
Don't hold yourself back from
And-
an argument.
and then for me, Michael Keaton is Batman,
Really?
but Val Kilmer is Bruce Wayne.
Okay, I've heard that. I've heard.
Val Kilmer's Bruce Wayne was a little too subdued for my taste.
He played the.
Kevin Conroy
Conroy?
Batman.
I don't know Kevin Conroy.
He voiced
the
Batman.
animated
Voice.
series Batman.
Okay, he voiced it. Okay, I mean,
No, but don't sit there and say he wasn't Batman.
no, I know, you're right. I just
That-
I was-
that was
Gentlemen,
what
this
he
is an
was thinking.
episode in and of itself,
It
and we
is.
are running out of time.
It is, but we. Oh, are
Ben-
we? Oh shit, we sure fucking are. So, but real quick, you enjoy Adam West's Batman legitimately more than any other portrayal of Batman.
Unironically,
Mhm.
I enjoy both Adam West's Batman and that Batman from that period.
Okay, yeah.
Like, that was the world's greatest detective, not the Dark Knight.
And Batman and Robin, I've always said, is easy to hate on, But if you look at it as a
Like an
sequel
Adam
to
West
the Adam
movie.
West Batmans, it actually all of a sudden it's really
super
not that
fun.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's not. So this is the Batman Beyond skin from Arkham Knight.
That's a great.
Also looks fucking cool.
We can't see it. Steven.
All I can see is me.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean,
There
yeah, I
you
look
go.
pretty badass too. But
There you
thanks.
go, guys.
That's-
Sorry.
That's pretty dope.
Mutiny Teddy says, Ben Bale, keep more. Makes sense to me. Yeah, so I like all of the skins in, and this is the 2008 Christian Bale skin, and this is what I actually played most of Arkham Knight on because it took me back to those movies, because before the slate of superhero movies we have now, these were the first movies that I saw that I went, oh, superhero movies can be fucking good.
Right.
And not just good and enjoyable, like Oscar-worthy performances and Oscar-worthy special effects. And I really, say what you want about Dark Knight Rises, I miss the fucking Nolan Batman.
It was good.
I really miss them.
They were good.
I mean, they're still around. I can still watch them. But like that,
But that era is
that
over.
level of filmmaking.
Yeah, that era is
I
over.
think so. June to slap my ass and call me Robin.
Calvin,
All
I think
right.
that was directed to you.
Yeah.
Come on over to the States. What are we looking at here, Cal?
So this is also another League of Legends skin for a character
Chat
called,
room.
for Blitzcrank. He'd say move to chat.
That's pretty much everything there. It's just black to the
So basically, he's actually a robot golem, and he has a crank of an arm, grabs people, pulls back, but now he's in disguise. So it's just a really funny skin.
Oh, okay.
That's cute too. Like, okay, I could get behind a League of Legends.
Are you warming up a little bit
that
to League
looked
looking
like
at the skins?
this.
Like the
Yeah.
skins,
Like if
A
I
lot
could,
of the skins are fun.
they're really fun, and they're like that. They doesn't look boring.
This is one of Shark's.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Halloween
He had a
Town.
few.
That's how.
And that's the thing. Like, Tetsuya Nomura, as a character designer, really pays attention to costumes. Everything from the
Anything
Kingdom
in
Hearts
King-
series,
Kingdom Hearts
the
is
world
just
ends with
good.
you.
Yeah.
Anything Kingdom Hearts, I'm
Like the-
happy and content with.
The world ends with you revolved around.
I
fashion.
loved that one. That one in particular was really.
Which one
good.
is this?
So this is like if
When
your
your
character like dies, I think you have like a small chance of becoming like this mutated, freakish, heartless version of yourself,
okay.
and you just go like Hulk rage until you survive, like until you revive your character. Oh no! I'm sorry. That's Mickey. You play as Mickey. Sometimes, occasionally, jumped in and saved your butt. This is where when you activate one of your special modes, I forget. I haven't played the game forever. You have like a 1 in 100 chance of going crazy instead of
going to
activating.
Heartless, yeah.
Instead of activating the right one you want, like there are 3 modes. There's hit heavy, magic heavy, and then one that's a combination.
Right.
Yo,
One of those 3. You select, and you might actually get this random fourth one by chance.
I want to see a picture of Shadow Link versus
Shadow
Sora. Yeah.
So these are the ones from that Jonathan that you pointed out in Resident Evil 4 that also served like a purpose / had a bonus.
Yeah, and I'm about to be a
Leon's
huge hypocrite on
Chicago typewriter and Ashley's full suit of armor.
So,
Jesus.
For the guy who's just been sitting here this whole time going, I'm all about aesthetics. It needs to blend in. These are my favorites.
Yeah.
And here's why.
You're a nut.
You have one. It's a one-player game. You play through
June, we love you.
You play through the entirety of the game in realistic mode with your normal outfit, normal everything. You have to do that first. Then the second playthrough, you kind of are like, okay, I've embraced the fearful, the scary.
I know what's lying around the next
Resident
corner.
Evil 4 is now
Yeah.
more campy, and this helps make it campy and also actually affects gameplay. She's really slow, she's really clangy, so people hear her, and you have unlimited ammo. So
Also-
it's just goof off mode,
Like-
and it does a great job without breaking the game.
So Capcom is known for having ridiculous fucking skins. All the way from racist to sexist to just flat outright weird. I remember Chris's in 5 were particularly awful.
The Shevas were particularly racist.
particularly racist, and in general, a lot of the skins that you get and unlock for women in the game are completely not just impractical from like an armor standpoint, but just blatantly it's just blatant objectification. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a sexy character or having sexiness, for a character. The issue and this has to be brought up, and yes, I understand again that we are 4 straight white guys talking about this on a podcast, and so we can't possibly do it the level of service that it needs. But
We
it
are
does need to be
attempting to
said.
check our privilege as best as we can.
It does need to be said that in a culture, and especially in gaming culture, that
caters to us.
main lines sexism like coke off of Chuck's dick,
What?
then you know
I can
these
fit
things.
2 lines if I'm really good.
The sexy skins, that context needs to be appreciated. So there we go. There's our, that again is oh shit, I went too far. That is our soapbox moment, and probably deserves a podcast in and of itself.
Is that
Does-
a Metal Gear Solid 4 and then you have the MGS1 skin on them?
Yes.
No,
This
that's
is
not Metal Gear Solid 4. That's
5.
5.
Yes.
This
This is the Phantom Pain, but
Again,
with
I have yet to play any of those
the
games.
PlayStation 1 Snake skin.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I really dug that.
That's
I took a few shots with him when I originally did this. And this was one of my favorites because the Metal Gear series and the Assassin's Creed series love each other so much. They're always sucking each other off. And you can unlock the Raiden ninja outfit in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood for Ezio.
Wait, is that why they introduced the Outer Heaven? You guys go off and do these missions while I do the main thing, like they did in Phantom Pain?
That's a good question. Possibly.
I mean, 'cause-
but for sure in Peace Walker, there's an achievement
Yeah,
for
Peace
jumping
Walker.
off of a roof into a haystack. For jumping Snake off a roof into a haystack.
Huh.
And then they've got the Raiden in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. But these kind of skins I think are cool, especially if they add, so like he can jump further, I think, like you're saying, adds an ability.
That's who. Oh, I just remembered. Another character I was trying to think of. Metal Gear Revengeinator.
Revengeinator.
Yes,
Yeah.
Revengeinator. Raiden looks pretty cool.
Right.
But my favorite character design was actually the Brazilian guy
Yeah.
from Desperado. Had that sword that got super hot.
Oh yeah.
And
I want to play that game again.
I
That
do
was a
too.
fun ass game.
That was a beautiful game.
So the armor's from Halo, and next week, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, next week is our Halo-centered podcast because it is the same day and date, the 15th anniversary of the original Halo CE.
oh neat.
So we'll be talking about Halo next week.
Wow,
I
neato.
believe.
I'm down.
So here are the Halo armors, and they have like the Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. The Mjolnir armor, I believe, is what it's called.
Yeah.
Mjolnir.
Mhm.
So in Halo, you have the armor. In Halo 2, you get your new armor. They make it a point to give it to you. In 3, and 3 is my favorite because, again, it's simpler. It's detailed but simpler. Because Halo 4 is... There's a shitload of detail there, and it graphically looks great.
It wasn't as fun.
But it's not my favorite.
It wasn't as fun PvP.
Yeah. You mean in game
We're talking just
wise? Yeah.
outfit armor.
Stick with the outfits.
I'm sorry.
What was your favorite? I do.
We can have this
online list
conversation.
too. Favorite online list too.
We will have this conversation
Next week. Yeah, for sure. But here's the thing that gets me in between Halo 2 and 3. There's years that have gone by, or there's time that has gone by. In Halo 3,
No, in Halo 2,
no, Halo 3 does not pick up where Halo 2 leaves off.
you crash like
That
sure,
is weeks later,
no
or a long time later. Yeah, Chief is on a different, completely different mission when he falls to Earth in 3.
Okay. I didn't know it.
Yeah, there's like comics that bridge that gap.
Oh,
Look at the dates. Halo 2001, Halo 2 2004, Halo 3 2007.
These are when the game's released.
Halo 4 2012.
Chuck, talking about storyline.
Yeah, we're talking about storyline, not when the game. Those are the years when the game's released.
The technological changes allow them to put more detail into the design of the suits, and
Okay.
that's what allows them to do that.
Okay, so you can so I could argue that between 2 and 3. I could even argue that 2 or 3 are the same suit with different graphics engines behind
Halo
them,
1
right?
and Halo 2 were both made for the Xbox, but people started to figure out how to get more out of the hardware.
Right. But there's a story element that they change your armor in from 1 to 2.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that they worked that in.
And
but
2 and 3 could be the same armor if you want to tell me that.
they're similar
and
enough
with-
in appearance that,
but
like,
one's
sure,
three-
one's just graphically
But one's
prettier.
Xbox and one's 360. Like, sure, I'll give you that.
The Halo 2 armor looks more like the CQC stuff that they started giving you in Halo 3
But
forward.
I think
Maybe.
Steven's
What
argument
I'm
between
getting
3
at
and 4
is that between 3 and 4, he goes into an ice. He goes into cryo
And
then wakes up
rebuilds.
with brand new fucking suit, brand new fucking, not just technological. Like, oh, we have a better graphic
I thought he
suit.
rebuilt it from scratch.
So that's something that I don't remember / wasn't addressed in the game.
I think they did it just for an aesthetic appeal to make it look pretty and updated.
And that's I
they're
think what
completely-
Bungie has said is like, yeah, we took it, we had a new system, so we wanted to make it prettier. Sorry, get over
Yeah,
it.
like
I think
in the
that's
end,
really
in
It
the end,
happens.
you're sitting there like arguing about that. Like if that's the hard part to
Yeah.
accept about the story of Halo, then you're kind of nitpicking. You're going a little too deep.
You
already.
have bigger
Yeah,
fish
you're
to fry,
probably right.
guys.
And Mutiny says Halo will plan work for this event. Yeah, next week. And also, guys, remember that as it's written at the bottom of the screen, every new follower we get from now until the end of the year, we'll do a new giveaway. So if you have people you want to share us with, now till the end of the year is a good time to do it because we have a lot of games and stuff to give away as well.
We
So-
just hit 200 followers.
Yeah, we're at 203 right now. The last thing that
Yeah.
we do before we call it a night, and we ran a little bit long tonight, and, whatever, we do
Oh
that.
my god!
Is we go to the can. This is the Angry Cuddles fan can. There we go. If you guys want to, if you want to add to the fan can, you can tweet us at Angry Cuddles using the hashtag fan can. Ask us any questions, and I know you can do
And
it.
we'll
in the
I
tell
want to
you
add
no
to your
lies.
camera awareness.
You can, yeah. You can, if you ask us a question in the chat, we'll answer too. But
Yes.
if you want to make it more of like an event, then tweet us. And the question says, how does Crash Bandicoot rank in the history of games?
All games or like
Yeah, just where in the history of gaming do you put Crash Bandicoot as a game in terms of fun level, in terms of
I'd
iconic?
say like for your
as
early stages.
as someone who's never played them, they have always ranked low on my care factor.
Well, Crash was created to be the Mario of the PlayStation era.
Correct.
He was supposed to be their mascot.
And I was too busy
Failed
jerking
mascot.
Sonic the Hedgehog off as a kid.
Well, Sony's never had a mascot.
ever.
Never.
Nope.
And they've done fine without it, to be honest. They don't need one.
Well,
Maybe-
I mean, Nintendo.
Nintendo's
has,
got Mario and Reggie Fils-Aimé. So, like, it's, they're platformers. And
That's what it
platformers
is.
are fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is what
you
it
could
is.
argue that
It
Jack
is.
and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank would make better icons for PlayStation at this point.
Sure.
I would give it to Jack and Daxter
Oh, for sure.
easily.
Ratchet and Clank is good. Jack and Daxter was best.
Is Nathan Drake the current
I would
mascot
say
for
yes.
Sony?
I would say he is now.
Kinda,
Either that
yeah.
or Kratos.
Kratos was for sure for a little while. Yeah.
Like they have like guys who come in and out as their like unofficial mascot for sure.
June says she likes it when we run late. That's true. She's always begging us to do super long podcasts.
We don't stop until we're ready to stop.
Yeah, and the hour is essentially we've done hour and a half shows before.
We have.
That's fine. I try to keep us to an hour because if I don't check us, we'll just stream until 4 a.m.
Correct.
Like we'll just sit and chat and shit until 4 a.m.
I have grown up shit to do in the morning, so I would just check out.
So-
that would not stop these three.
Our-
Actually, it might stop him because
Yeah,
he's got
I'm,
grown up shit
I'm
to
the
do
first
in the
one
morning.
out the damn door.
Our
probably.
pajama party is probably going to run long. Like our pajama party podcast.
Prep.
Yeah.
Prep.
We'll let that one go.
You viewers
for
need
a
to be
while.
in your PJs too.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
want
this
that
is
one.
a
We'll
cute
take-
Go check our
community
schedule.
effort.
Photos on
We
Twitter.
will have a Skype conversation and we'll stream.
Our schedule is at angrycuddles.com.
I'm sure
which is
that
where
like
our podcast is, but you can
30%
see
of
what's
them
coming
are
up.
already in their PJs with us at this point already.
We have the Halo show coming up. We have the pajama party coming up.
karaoke.
We have karaoke challenge number 2 coming
Oh,
up.
yes.
Oh,
yes.
just
Hey, are
like
we gonna
a
have
dog where we just pulled out the treat and you're
Was
like,
he a seal? He's more like a seal than a dog. Yeah.
I'm so on board with that. I don't care. I don't care if there's no room for me. I'm gonna just bust
No,
out
I'll
your
bring it.
door
I'd say he
and
can-
effing sing.
Cal doesn't want to do it.
I don't sing.
He don't want to do it. Mutiny Teddy says, grown up shit. Wow, you just shit on everyone.
Grown up shit is big shit.
Chuck just shit on everyone.
I'm a man of business.
June says, I could look at Purple Guy for more than an hour.
I told
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
So blushing Cal. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Don't forget to share us and follow us. Go to our social media at the top of the screen. Chuck and Jonathan are pointing to it. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. It's all Angry Cuddles. Snapchat also. We'll snap more. Promise.
Yeah, we need to get on that. I've been lazy too.
Follow us if you haven't yet on Twitch. If you're listening on our podcast, audio-only podcast, or on YouTube, follow and subscribe, all of those things. And check out our webcomic at angrycuddles.com. One thing that I do want to say before we go, on a serious note, is tomorrow is the election, and you've heard from a million different places and a million different sources to go vote. But fucking
you're in
go
America.
vote. If you're living
in the
in this
US,
country, go fucking vote.
Go vote.
You don't have to vote for the presidential election if you don't want to. I get it. I get that you are worn out.
But
there's a million other important things.
Almost literally.
the Senate, like you're gonna have
The Senate,
your local
the
stuff.
House, your local representatives, all of that shit is more important. It really is more important. So please go fucking do that. And while you're doing that, and I could have done this weeks ago, but I honestly was just, I've been worn out from this whole thing.
Yeah,
and me,
but-
especially because of my
Yeah.
job, I watch the news and I repeat the news all day, every day.
He literally repeats the
That's
news.
literally
his
what my job is. So, I do want to make it a point that AC, like whoever you vote for, that's fine. AC specifically, I want to make it known that we, in all forms, we stand against racism, homophobia, transphobia,
We try
sexism.
To check, we try to check this shit
Try not to discriminate. I
every
think that's what you're
time.
getting at.
Every time it happens, we call each other
We-
out on it.
We take a hard line against that. And so you can transpose that into whatever vote you want to, but that's where we are. And I want to make sure that that's said going forward, because whatever happens in the coming days, in the coming weeks, I want people to know where we stand as a group. Now, there may be specific individual differences in terms of policy and party affiliations and stuff like that, and that's great. And all of those ideological differences are welcome. But don't be a monster. Don't be a fucking monster. Okay? That's my plea to you guys. So we love you, love each other. If you're watching tomorrow, we're gonna watch the thing, and everybody who's ideologically different, every
Opposite
30 minutes
parties.
we're gonna hug each other.
And
Yeah, opposite
Steven,
parties.
you're-
Wait. How ideologically different?
Whatever group hug,
Any.
just giant ass group hug
Any
every
difference.
30 minutes.
This is going to be a giant ass group every 30 minutes. That's
But
exactly what's
I was
going
gonna
on.
say, and that's a wonderful
You're
thing.
allowed
Yeah.
to be a monster in one place only, Steven, and that's in the sack.
If you gotta be
You're
a monster,
allowed to be a
And-
monster when you're jungling.
be
with
a
him.
monster in the sack. That's what Cal says, and I like that. Guys,
I'm
check
a beast.
check out our podcasters in their other places. Chuck is Byronic Commando on Twitch and at Byronic Commando on Twitter. Woo! Will is out tonight. He's at Will Roth Music on Twitter, and his band is MoonlightNative.com. They just dropped another single, and it's fucking brilliant. Yeah. Were you trying to mimic?
I was
me?
trying to imitate.
I'm
you.
so sorry. We should have planned that a little bit better, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's a solid song. I love it.
For sure. Go to hedgyhates.com to check out Shark's webcomic. Mutiny Teddy says, I want to hug you till you're not red anymore. It literally won't happen.
You'll make it
You'll just
redder.
make him more red. Until his head pops like in Scanners.
And June says, hey, you want to be a monster with me?
Purple. The purple man wants
just
to be a
looks at each
monster
other.
with you. No, the
Yeah,
purple
Calvin.
man already is. I need to stop calling you the purple man. Because you are
Yeah,
not.
no, let's not make that congruency. Let's
I'm
not
so
do
sorry.
that. Yeah.
Calvin,
No.
you get on my fucking nerves a lot, but you are not.
But if you want to
are
hang out
not
with
the
Cal,
purple man.
go to Corporate Cal on Twitch. And he's at Corporate Hobbs on Twitter. You should tweet more often as well.
I should.
Snap and tweet.
Okay.
Snap and tweet, snap and tweet.
I miss my Twitter.
We might stream again this week by playing some game. But if
Oh,
we
yeah.
don't, we'll see you next week for the podcast at 9 p.m. Central. My name is Steven.
Jonathan here.
Still, Chuck.
Still corporate Cal.
See you guys next time.
Adios.
Bye bye.
Good night.